What's up? It's Cyclonus, and I'm here once again with some more gaming related news. Now, the people wanted me to do this, and you know I don't like talking about Sony, but I'm going to talk about Sony's E3 2017, which was fucking horrible. Where do I start? There has to be millions of sad, disappointed PlayStation 4 fanboy ponies out there. When I say this was by far the worst Sony E3 ever, it would be an understatement. I mean, Sony dropped the ball. Hold on. Give me a second to gather my thoughts after watching that fucking horrible Sony E3 press conference. Oh, God. What the fuck did I watch? Sony tried like this new approach at its E3 press conference, which did not work for them at all. They failed miserably. This conference was just trailer after trailer after trailer after fucking trailer. They suffocated the audience with no breathing room. Watching this conference was straight torture. Oh my God, hold on. I just can't believe it. I just can't believe it was that bad. Okay, let me channel in my thoughts. What the fuck? No executives or developers explaining the quality or value of a game? It's unbelievable. And that makes the whole feel of watching them boring and lackluster. Like the game trailer Sony showed was just about the same recycled trailers we saw at Sony's E3 2016 about 12 months ago. And these games still have 2018 release dates. Sony, what are you thinking, you dumb-ass bastards? The show was horrible. God of War, Spider-Man, Monster Hunter. Honestly, Sony had barely anything new. See, it's pathetic efforts like this that will cost Sony against the mighty great Microsoft. Sony showed several titles that could have had the potential to be the showcase of its conference. Like, the only game I thought was half decent was Detroit, and that's it. But their poor presentation and poor performance and poor delivery did not make it feel that way. Then there was PSVR, which has been out roughly about 8 months, and Sony showed dog shit VR games. And those VR games Sony showed at E3 looked like trash. Sony showed absolutely no commitment whatsoever to that PSVR garbage. Simply said, the PSVR showcase was trash and lackluster, plus a boring, failed experience. Let's face it, we all know that company representatives at events such as E3 usually speak on new hardware or a new feature or innovations to get the fans pumped up, which is something Microsoft did at their E3 conference. Sony, on the other hand, did absolutely nothing of such and failed to capture their audience. The crowd was not into Sony's event at all. What a waste of E3 it was for Sony. At E3, Sony showed like 1 or 2 new games, but most of that bullshit we saw was from Sony's last year's 2016 E3. And then when you thought Sony's shitty ass E3 couldn't get even worse, it did. when Sony showed Final Fantasy fishing. What the fuck? Oh shit. Get that trash ass shit out my face. Are you kidding me? Final Fantasy fishing? Hold on. I need a second to gather my thoughts. Final Fantasy fishing. A fucking fishing game at E3? What has this gaming sector become? And I dare Pony to say they're anticipating that crap. That game should have never been showed at an E3 event. Who would want to play that garbage? Now, I know I've seen it all. Final Fantasy fishing. Unbelievable. And also, Sony announced no price cuts for none of their garbage ass consoles. For crying out loud, Sony's conference featured no indie games. What a horrible conference Sony had. PlayStation 4 fanboys should be embarrassed. E3 2017, Sony took a terrifying loss to Microsoft. Sony believes that they will win the war against Xbox with games alone. But as we can see from E3 2017, that theory is fading very fast. I think Sony's 2017 E3 conference was trash. I mean, I can't believe how bad it was. Bottom line is, Sony got destroyed by Microsoft at this year's E3 2017 once again. But this time, Sony got their ass kicked worse than last year's E3 2016. Yo, I'm done. I'm fucking done talking about Sony's shitty ass E3 2017 press conference. I know there's a lot of disappointed and sad ponies out there. Sony E3 2017 press conference was shit. I will leave a link to the Intro Media Gaming Facebook group and the official website. Leave your comments down below. And ponies, leave your comments too. Let me know what you think. The most electrifying man in Xbox entertainment. I'm Cyclonus, and my opinion counts.